YouTube. Once we were all pioneers going off into the unknown of free entertainment. Didn't even know we could get paid. Then when we did figure it out, it went downhill real fast for a lot of people and a lot of creators. And one of those sad, sad stories that we always got to talk about is Colleen Ballinger. God dang it. It's not getting any better.
Has she got another song? Does she got another song?
No. She didn't get another song. We got the allegations of the family and stuff. So if you don't know what's been going on with Colleen Ballinger, Colleen's been called out and, allegations against her grooming young fans. And her response that she had was to pull out her ukulele and sing a little jingle.
All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
And it was actually kind of catchy, but the message was it was very much the point of it's just like a trend to jump on the hate train. It's all for views. You guys don't actually care, blah, 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 allegate, and that's kind of what they've doubled down on in general, even across the whole family, because the rest of the family also, they're content creators. They have the Ballinger family YouTube here to where, her brother and sister-in-law, I believe, make videos. They got like 6 kids. And they have special guests like, Miranda, she comes around in character and they do gymnastics, or they have great things like this.
I have the advantage here because I'm standing. So if a predator came, whereas you are just out of luck because you can't protect yourself.
That's right. They can't protect themselves.
Wow.
Well spoken. Thank you, Miranda. You also there's a lot. Actually, there's quite a few things that have happened that we haven't talked about. You also have JoJo Siwa here that makes an appearance on the channel too, helping the channel out, coming by, making a cameo. People click on it. Hooray! So JoJo was on a podcast and she was defending her relationship with Colleen Ballinger, and she's also friends with like all of the trash can YouTubers for some reason, like you get Shane Dawson and James Charles and all those people, like all that clique of like old. I call them old money YouTubers that are just like you don't actually want anything to do with them other than just the clout. And she was, defending her relationship with them, and everyone that watched it just came to the conclusion that she is also a victim. And she just doesn't realize it yet.
Wow.
But the same story of she's, young and, here comes Colleen, your best friend. Oh, young, impressionable person. Yes, be friends. And so the theory right now is that JoJo 10 years from now is going to go, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it all makes sense now. Right. So the reason I'm bringing up this channel is what I'm going to come back to. What this video is about is Trent Ballinger, who is Colleen's brother. This guy right here, this mad lad. Now, I will to start off, just so everybody has the context, that Trent Ballinger is deaf. You can see like, he's got the little earpiece in there and everything.
Okay. And
the allegations come from a person named Oliver, who at the time of speaking to Trent Ballinger, when he was in his 30s, this person was a girl. They transitioned, but at the age of 13 and 14, when they were still identified as a girl. The DMs, they have been leaked. And the very first one is, okay, just don't share a conversation with anyone. Anything we talk about stays between you and I. Oh, classic groomer move right there. Again, these are allegations, so I'm just commenting on how I feel about it. So don't sue me, please. And they're like, okay, don't worry. I'm told not to talk to people under 18. I do so just to spread positivity. So yeah. I don't see anything wrong with talking to people that are under 18. Who said that? Says the 13-year-old. Of course. 'Cause people have like this. Some people have a hard time understanding like this whole concept of how like, if they're under, why don't they just say no, like to drugs or something? When they're that age, they're like, oh, an adult, cool. Oh, I want to be an adult, so now I'm cool and I'm talking to one. Yes, right. Cool, I'm in. And then that person takes advantage of the situation. So there's like, it's a There's a whole thing. We're gonna dig through that a little bit more. We're gonna go back into what's being said here, but back to the Ballinger family. They made a YouTube. I think this looks like a YouTube reply to me. On one of their videos. So they go through and they'll like give big lengthy replies about what people are talking about. Like there's one about JoJo to where they're like, oh, whatever, JoJo's fine, the allegation. And so this one, it doesn't say anyone's name, but I'll just read through it and you'll probably come to the same conclusion that everyone else is coming to. So they say here, I absolutely support anyone with incriminating info to bring it to authorities. There's personal nuance as to his level of development delay, which is always kept private, but is much more than is known publicly, and I feel awful for sharing even that. But he's not someone that I have had contact with or will have my kids have contact with since learning about his behavior several months ago. We also discussed with the kids at their varying levels of understanding and asked if they ever experienced similar with him, which they said they had not. So yes, I think anyone with evidence of any crimes should, of course, bring it to authorities and be investigated appropriately. I personally do not have that evidence, but from what has been shared, I can still use an abundance of personal caution with my kids and make choices accordingly. I am sad for Ollie, who was the person we were talking about earlier, the person that was messaged, who has always been a sweet, genuine person who shouldn't have had that emotional burden at that age. So, they don't name anyone, but very obviously who they're talking about. Who else is message Ollie? Who else has developmental problems?
Right.
Your boy Trent. So even the family is like, no, my kids aren't going around him.
Jeez, dude. The trouble they were talking about, like that happened a month ago or so. Was that the brother as well?
I assume they're talking about like all these messages that have come out, which was like in June.
Dated. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not connecting any dots here, but it is an interesting parallel where you have people that are using their popularity to slide into the DMs, like all the leaked stuff from Colleen, and then Trent, he's got his leak too. And so someone made this comment about the whole thing, right? Someone made this is in defense of Trent. Y'all, Trent is deaf. His vocabulary is nowhere near this, and they don't type in full sentences. This is not Trent. But who they're talking real fancy. But whomever it was portraying Trent is sick, and I'm so sorry they went through this. Ollie was definitely catfished, still so traumatizing, but no way is this Trent. Deaf people do not type like that. They don't learn English the same way that we do. They type in broken English. I work in the ASL field, so it is just odd how a sentence structure are even proper and not ASL. They don't have small words in their vocabulary, but it's true he has a hearing family, so I could be wrong.
God.
That's one of the fans coming in to save the day. They're like, that is not how they type because he's deaf.
Jeez.
Because he can't hear it. That means he can't read like normal paragraphs because he doesn't type that way. Wow. And then by the end of it, they're like, but I could be wrong.
But I could be wrong. Right.
Even though I'm a claimed professional in the field, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
That was a tweet involving all this.
That's the hero coming out.
And so, yeah, you go through this, and how old are you? 13. It's okay. You're going to grow up doing what you love and probably fade away from me. It's just like very groomy conversation just as you go through it. It's like, well, I've watched enough to Catch a Predator to be like, yeah. Okay. Good night. Are you sure? I gotta get back to sleep. Oh, really? Good night. No, talk to me. Jeez. Extremely clingy.
Very clingy. Yeah.
And then you get the probing question here. When Blank said, and thank God it did with Peapod, makes it sound like you two had sex. Oh no, it's just some, the song lyrics.
Oh God.
Sound like you two were a couple, Oh no, sure. Yeah.
He sounds real interested in that 13-year-old.
No, it's just the song lyrics. Are you enjoying it? Like, it's just like.
Are you enjoying? God.
And like they're talking about that she has a friend, and he keeps insinuating that like they're in a relationship.
Just inappropriate
Then down here, I thought you were 16. I have a problem. Still 13. Even if she was 16.
Yeah, still bad.
Yep. Kiss, bang, bang. This Iron Man kissing Batman. See, okay. Here's some.
Oh no.
Yeah. What is all this? Why are these gifts? All the conversation as it does starts getting sexual, and then this is over time too. Like we're in 2019 now. I think this whole conversation started like when? Let me go back. 2018. So yeah, it's been ongoing. Anyway, you get the gist of the leaked DMs, right? Yeah. You get more than the gist, I guess, with that whole explanation. It's yeah. So right, all that came out. They said that we don't let our kids go around, and we talked about them. But then they also say things like that. It's just allegations, right? At the same time, so who knows what's going on with that family? All right, gee whiz, okay.
Wow.
You got the ballot. Also in classic like family vlogging style, the good old Ballinger family. They got like 6 goddamn kids, man. So many kids.
Wow.
Which happy for them and all that. It's just fitting into my trope with they always have like a bunch of kids for content. Anyway. Let me know what you think down in the comments section about all that crap. So, I hope you guys had a good day. I hope today, if you had today's your birthday, happy birthday. Say toast with friends. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.